If you guys are interested to learn how you can set up the VPS server, okay, from anywhere, whether it's from DigitalOcean or Contabo or any other VPS server, and if you want to, let's say, install the WordPress, so how you can do that, okay? So without any coding, I will teach you how easily you can do that, okay, without any root access logins, okay, and you don't have to worry about OS configuration, whether you're using Windows, Macs, or any other operating system. This method will going to work with all the operating systems, and it's very easy. Okay, and you can just not only install, let's say, popular applications like WordPress install inside your VPS server. Along with that, I will teach you how you can deploy the SSL certificate for free. Okay, so we will going to use Cloudflare for that to manage the DNS. So I will basically teach you each and everything like how to buy domains, set up VPS servers, how to connect, how to configure, and also I will teach you how to get the email address, how to take the backup for free, okay, and how you can also get the popular application like WordPress installed inside your VPS server. So everything has been taught and covered from scratch inside this course, so you guys do not have to worry about anything. So if you guys are interested, so make sure you watch this video from starting to end. It will really going to help you out. Install WordPress, let's say, inside the VPS. Okay, so guys, we need to follow some few steps. First, we will going to set up our domain. Now what is domain, we will going to explain you that later on. Then we will going to set up our VPS server, okay, that is the VPS, and we will going to purchase the VPS from Contabo. So it's not necessary for you to go with the Contabo. You can use any service you want, nothing complicated, okay. Then the third thing we need is to set up one panel, okay. So we will going to use this panel to manage our application, maybe WordPress or any other application, maybe API or anything, okay. After we going to do this, we will just going to do the email setup. Okay, so after we will basically do that, we will first going to set up the WordPress, and then we will going to set up the email account, and we will also going to teach you how to set up the backup, okay, for anything, okay, for your application backup. So these are the things we will going to cover, and this will be the structure of this course. So now let's see how you can get the domain. That is very much important because for I can say for our VPS server to set up, we require domain. For example, if you just go to apple.com, so to go to apple.com, you require a domain name. So basically, a domain name is like a address, like your home has one address, okay? And if someone wants to visit your home, they need that unique address of your house to visit your house, right? So similarly, like to visit any website, you require to purchase a domain name, which will be a unique address for your website, okay? So let's see how you can get that domain name. So it's very simple and easy. You can just search for my-link.in, everything in small, then just write this name chip, okay, my-link.in/name chip, everything is small. Click on enter button, and it will take you here, and then from here you can just get the domain you want. Maybe it's related to your business, maybe let's say business vidya, maybe anything you will search, okay. So according to that, it will just tell you which domain name is available and which domain name is not available, okay. Like this domain name is available, that's great. And you can also see some extension. Of course, this domain name is available, you can click on add to cart, okay. Or there are some other extensions like .org, this is also available. .ai extension, that is also available. So just search for it. Even you can just search for some other name, maybe for example, if my name is this one, if I click on enter button, So you can see this name is also available, and you can also see various extension related to that are also available, right? But just for a teaching purpose, you all know I just require this for a teaching purpose. So what I can do is that I can just go ahead and search for any domain. Okay, so now just for teaching purpose, I'm just purchasing very cheapest one, let's say this one. Okay, um, okay, let's see which domain name will going to cost me a very little amount. Why I'm doing this? Just because uh, I okay, so this domain name, okay, I can just go for this domain name. Okay, okay, so you can just purchase any domain, and similarly like Namecheap, you can even go with the GoDaddy. There are other amazing websites. Okay, so let's just go ahead with, let's say, this domain name. Okay, okay, I'm going with, let's say, this domain name. I will select that domain name. Okay, and this is the domain name costing. So you can just go to checkout. Okay, and that's it. Make sure that you just, okay, it's free forever. So make sure it's free forever, then only go with this option. Otherwise you can also add some add-ons if you are interested, but right now I will only going to go with this option. I will click on the confirm order button. That's it. And if you already have account, you can just log in. Okay, but in case if you don't have account, so you can just put your username, set your username, password, first name and email address, and sign up. But in my case, I already have account, so I will click on this sign in button, and I will going to click on the continue button. Okay, and after that you just have to put your payment details. Okay, like you can pay with the card, PayPal, or whatever you want. Okay, so you can just put your all the details it will going to ask you. Okay, and you can see the subtotal, then just click on the continue button, and that's it. Then it will just going to show you all the thing, like all the summary. Okay, or the review or summary. So you can see this domain cost me this much amount. I will click on the pay now button. That's it, and I can easily buy the domain name. Okay, it will take some few seconds, and then everything will go okay very easily. Okay, so it will just going to process everything very easily. You just do not have to interpret or anything like that, and you can see the payment has been made and total amount has been charged, this one. Okay, now that's it. Now you can just click on this Namecheap logo, and then from your account you can just go to your domain list, and here you will able to see the domain name you have purchased. Okay, so this is the domain name you have purchased. Okay, so in this way you can just purchase any domain name. Right now in our case it's for the VPS server. Okay, so for that purpose I this domain name. So whatever domain name you will going to purchase, that will going to show up here. Okay, so again, if you ever want to visit, just go to that same link, my-link.in/namecheap. Okay, and just log in, make sure you're logged in, and then you can just click on the account, go to the domain list, and here you can see all the list of the domains you will going to purchase here. Okay, that's it, very simple, nothing complicated. Now guys, to make the things very much easy, we will going to use Cloudflare. Okay, so just go and search for Cloudflare. This is the website. Okay, so you just have to come to this website. Okay, this website will going to help us to manage our DNS. Now, if you don't know about anything, don't worry. Let's not make the things complicated. So you just have to do one thing. You just have to click on this sign up button. Okay, you just have to go with the free plan. So we will going to set up the Cloudflare. Okay, and we will going to attach our domain or a website with this. Okay, so it's very simple. You can just click on this free one. Free one is enough for us. Okay, and just put your email address. let's say I have this dummy email address here. I will just going to copy this, paste it, set your password. Okay, click on verify you are not a human, then just click on the sign up button. That's it, very simple, nothing complicated to use Cloudflare. Okay, after that you can see at the top add site button, or we are coming here, so you can also click on the add a website, so both are same. Okay, and here you just have to enter your domain name. Okay, you can also click from add site from here as well, it will take you to the same place. Now whatever domain name you have purchased, maybe from the Namecheap maybe, so you can just go to your domain, whatever domain you have purchased, or GoDaddy, same process. You will just go to the manage option. Okay, just go to the advanced DNS, and from here you can just add the record. But right now for this case, just go to domain. From here just uh, copy your domain name, which is this one, right click and copy this, go here and paste the domain name. That's it, click on the continue button. Awesome. So you can see everything is done. Then you have to go with the free one, just select the free, click on the continue button. That's it, and just wait for few seconds until the setup gets completed. Okay, awesome. Now you will see something like this. Okay, just wait, it is just scanning it and so on. Awesome. So you will basically going to see the things like this. Okay, now what you have to do is very much simple. Okay, you just have to click on this continue button, and then it will going to give you this name servers. Okay, your assigned Cloudflare name servers, so you just have to update this name servers. Okay, so what you have to do is that you just have to go here, and you will see this name server option in the Namecheap. You just have to make it to custom DNS like this, and here you can see first one, just copy this. Okay, the name server name, and paste it here like this. Similarly, copy the second one like this and paste it here. So basically we are connecting the Cloudflare to our domain. That's it. And after you will do this, you will see tick mark button. Just click on that plus button. That's it. Very simple, nothing. Okay, that's it. We have added the DNS. Now, after you will going to do this, okay, click on, you can of course check the name servers now by the way, or you can just click on the continue button, click on the get started button, automatically start this HTTPS, or always you can use the HTTPS. Okay, you can just go with this option, just click on the save button, click on the finish button. That's it. Okay, so in this way you have done each and everything. Okay, and from here you can just check the name servers. Okay, I'm not getting that option for now. Okay, complete the instructions on the overview page to activate your Cloudflare account. Okay, so everything we have done is just about waiting for 5 to maybe 24 hours it can take to configure it. Okay, so just refresh it until the things go on. Okay, and okay, let me see whether everything is going. The verification is already being rechecked. You may only submit a recheck once per hour. Okay, so basically in this way, my friends, we can basically connect our Cloudflare to our domain, whether that's a Namecheap. With Namecheap you have purchased the domain name, or GoDaddy, it's about just changing the domain name. Okay, you just have to copy and paste the name server given by Cloudflare to your name servers in the Namecheap or maybe GoDaddy. Okay, whatever from wherever you have taken that. Okay, so just wait. Okay, and you can see that everything is good to go for us. Okay, and from here you can just get your DNS record. Here you can see. Okay, awesome, like this. Okay, now you guys can see it's showing active. Okay, so it will take some time and then it will start to show active. Great news, Cloudflare is now protecting your site. So this will help us to manage the DNS. Now if you don't know about DNS and all, so maybe in your future business you may heard maybe about DNS, so make sure that you come to Cloudflare. Under DNS you will see your record. Okay, but for this tasks to set up the VPS server, we are all good to go. Okay. Hey guys, so in this lesson we will teach you how you can set up the Contabo first of all. So you can just go to this link, okay, my-link.in/Contabo, okay. So I will also going to attach the link below as well, okay. So you can just type this everything in small, my-link.in/Contabo and click on enter. So you will come to the Contabo's website, okay, and from here you can just click on this Cloud VPS. Okay, so just click on this Cloud VPS and you can just select this option, whatever option you want. They have plenty of the options, so it depends upon the resources you want to use. Okay, for example, in the first plan it will provide you with 4 CPU and 6 GB RAM, and you can see all these things, and you will even get one snapshot. It's like a backup. Okay, so before you make any major changes in your website, you can just take the snapshot, so in case if anything goes wrong, you can just come to the previous version of your server or website. Okay, so you can basically go ahead with any one of the option, and I will select with the first one. Okay, and then you can see all these options. So if you will increase the duration, so you can see when you can save more, and this is basically the one-time setup fees. Okay, which you guys can see up over here. So there will be no setup cost, but more you will going to increase, you can see more money you can save. So right now I'm just going with the 12 months plan. Okay, so after that you can basically select your region. So for example, the place where I'm recording is from the India. So Contabo says that if you choose the Asia, so your server will be kind of a more fast, but I just want to make it to the European Union as well, because I just do not want. Otherwise you can just go ahead and choose other region. So it will also, by the way, going to cost you more. So I just want to leave it to the base one. Okay, so the speed will okay, there will be hardly milliseconds difference. Okay, so that's why I just do not want to invest more here. And storage type will be the base one. Okay, and then we will just go ahead here, and from here you can just choose the server. Okay, so these are the control panel, OS system, but for now in our case we will just go with the Ubuntu, that is 20.04, which is absolutely free. You do not have to pay for anything because custom images is also included. But for other options like Plex, you can see you just have to pay. Okay, so for this you can see the difference. So we do not want, so we will just go with the Ubuntu. Awesome. Okay, with Ubuntu 20.04. Then the password, you can just set one password, any password you want. For example, I can just set, so you can basically set your password. Okay, no special characters. Okay, so I can just say, okay, so I can just set my password. Okay, and you can of course change this later on. Okay, then object storage if you want to. Okay, so extra some kind of backup your VPS. Okay, so if you want that thing, you can. And for each and everything, you can just select, click on this question mark button to read about that. Okay, there are plenty of add-ons, like if you want your server to be managed by maybe Contabo, so you can just go with that, but I will just select everything as by default. Okay, and after you guys will going to do this, you can just simply click on the next button, and after that you can just keep the things at individual only. Okay, if you already have account. Okay, so you can click here, but let's say I'm assuming you all are new, so you can just set all these details like your city address. Just put all these details, your email, confirm that email. And if you want to get some news from Contabo, so you can just select that option. Okay, so just set each and everything. Okay, and then click on next button, and then after you will put all the details, it will ask you how you will pay. So you can either pay with PayPal or your credit card or debit card maybe. So just go ahead with that option, and after you put all your details, you can just click on the next button. Okay, so just for a security purpose, I am pausing the video, but after you will fill all the details, or after you will choose whatever option you want to pay with. Okay, so just put the option and then just click on the next button, and after that you can basically confirm your data like your email address and so on from this review page. Okay, about all the things which you have taken with. Okay, and after you will going to do this, you can just select the term, like in our case we have gone with the 12 months. And after you guys will going to do this. Okay, and then you can just click on order and pay, and of course they have included the tax as well, so this is the reason the cost has gone up because of a tax. And after that the subtotal is $72. Okay, then you just have to click on order and pay button. Okay, so let's click on order and pay. It will take some time. Let's wait for the order to get completed. Okay, and here you can see we have got that. How did you first become aware of Contabo? Maybe let's say I saw an ad, doesn't matter. Okay, let's leave it, who cares. And here you can see the payment has been received. Okay, and in your email, when you will just go to your email, you will going to see all the details like Contabo and so on. And these are all the details. Okay, which you can see here. Okay, awesome, like your password and so on. So that's great. Okay, right, so in this way you can first of all set up your server in the Contabo. So after you will do this, just log in. Okay, to your website. Okay, and then you can just go ahead and the password which you have got in your email, you can check that, and then you can just basically click on the login button. Okay, that's it. And by activating two factor you can. Okay, so if you want to secure your account, okay, with the two factor authentication, you can always do that from here, by the way. Okay, but if you just go here, you can see your servers details and so on. So basically in this way, my friends, we first of all set up our server. You can just see your server controls. Okay, and all that thing. So sometimes it will just going to take some time for your VPS to show up. Okay, approx maybe it can take 3 hours and so on. So you just have to have patience and just wait for that. Okay, now guys, we will going to use one software known as Cloudstick, so you do not have to access the root directory. Okay, so it will be less complicated but very easy. Okay, so you can just type this my-link.in, everything is small. I will also going to attach the link below, and just type Cloudstick. Okay, Just type this and click on enter button. Then you will come to this particular application. Okay, so this is a very great application. Okay, so you can with this application, it's like a panel from where you can just manage each and everything. Like with one click installer, you can just install the WordPress and everything. Okay, you can get the backup, you will going to get the file manager from where you can just manage your files and each and everything. It's very simple, amazing and awesome. And even you can get the email account, so you can basically access each and everything, by the way. Okay, so that's a very powerful thing, and very simple and easy to use. Okay, so after you guys will going to come to this website, you can just read each and everything about this website, and you can see they also have a free version. So if you want to use it, you can, but I will suggest you guys, if you can go with their plan, like $8 per month, very cheap. Okay, so you can just go ahead with that. You will going to get the backups and each and everything. Okay, you can even deploy the things from your GitHub, firewall, WordPress manager, and almost all these things. Unlimited hosting account, you can just create unlimited hosting account. A very good website. So just make sure that you just check the pricing. Okay, and each and everything. Okay, monthly basis plan and so on. Okay, so check the pricing, and you can just read more about this brand. Okay, so just do the sign up. Okay, or choose the plan you want. Okay, so whatever plan you want, you can just go ahead. And by the way, you can see in more detail, in more simplified way. Like in the free plan, you will not going to get any access to SSL, but in the standard and pro plan, you will going to get SSL. SSL is basically a lock which says connection is secure. Okay, so that is very much important to have a SSL. And you will going to get the priority supports as well. Is in the paid plans, you can just make and give the access to your team members as well. So you can see a lot of things, like you will going to get the cron jobs management and so on. Okay, so plenty of amazing thing it has. Okay, one click installer and plenty of things. Okay, so just make sure that you go ahead with the plan you want to go with, and after that you can basically go ahead and purchase the plan. Okay, so just sign up and you are good to go. Okay, when you will going to visit to the first time, this is how your dashboard will look like. Simple, easy. You can just contact with the support anytime from here. You will going to get the backups. Okay, and you will going to able to see your DNS records. Okay, and of course, to manage the DNS, they use Cloudflare. So I'm going to talk about that later on. Then this is the backup, third-party integrations. If you want to, let's say with Cloudflare and so on, you can see all your integrations here, by the way. And these are all the things about the Cloudstick. Okay. Now guys, let's see how we can add the server. So you can just get the server by Cloudstick as well with their partners. But in our case, we already have with the Contabo. Okay, so I will select I already have a server. You can select the provider from where you have purchased, and R is not here. Okay, so we can just choose others. Provider name, you can just say Contabo. Awesome. The server name, okay, you can just name it whatever you want. So let's say I can say Contabo Singapore, maybe server. So basically it doesn't matter, by the way. Okay, you can name it whatever you want, that's totally on you. Then IP address, now you will see that Contabo will going to send you another data where they will going to provide you the IP address. So just copy that IP address. Okay, whatever you have, just go to your Cloudstick and just paste the IP address you will going to get, and then just click on add this server, and then you just have to provide the root password which you have set, okay, while purchasing the Contabo. Okay, so if you just remember, wait, let me show you. If you are confused, so just go to Contabo. Okay, so you remember that when you were purchasing the one, so here it will ask you to put the password, so that password you just have to enter here. Okay, so I will just going to enter my password. Okay, so after that just click on the start installation button, so that now Cloudstick will going to install all the script, okay, and everything which is required, okay, for your VPS servers. Okay, so you just have to have patience, and just with few seconds it will just going to install each and every script. Okay, so now guys, you can see that we have set up, the Cloudstick and all, and the server is now ready. It will take some few seconds or minutes, and then everything will be solved, and you can create up to more servers if you want. It's like if you just go to Contabo maybe again. Okay, and when you will go to Contabo, and let's say if you just get one new server. Okay, if you purchase one new server, maybe another cloud VPS, so in that case, okay, you just can create more servers. So this particular server I created for my VPS which we have purchased now, but maybe if you purchase some another one, so you can just connect the same way another server, and inside this server you can create unlimited applications, web apps, whether let's say WordPress, PHP site, maybe API you can host, or anything you can do inside one server only. Okay, unlimited. So this particularly this, you can see disk use and memory use, it's totally available for you, and you can do whatever you want to do for this. Okay, so in this way we can just set up the server, and when you will just go inside it, so you can see, uh, you can basically create as many as websites. So in your case you may only going to see, okay, nothing. Okay, if you are doing it first time, you will only see the option to create website or application button, but for now I have created only one website here. Okay, which is this one, and I can create unlimited websites. Okay, so in this way this works. So just go to dashboard, and this is the server you have set up, okay, with the Cloudstick. Now you can see you do not have to access the root or anything like that. Everything is super simple and easy, nothing complicated. Okay, now after you basically do each and everything, now it's very much important for us to connect the Cloudstick with the Cloudflare. So see, what we have first now done is that we already connected our domain with Cloudflare through name servers. Now we just have to connect our Cloudflare with the Cloudstick, so that we can manage the DNS of our, domain name. Okay, so it's that simple and it's very easy. So in Cloudstick, you will just go to this third-party integration, and right now you can see the Cloudflare is integrated already. I already have. You can just add one more thing. You can just add the integration. Okay. So for now, um, it's very easy. Okay, so it will just going to ask you the secret one. So you can just name it whatever you want. For example, I can say Cloudflare dummy one. So you can just name it whatever you want. I'm just naming it just for a teaching purpose. You can name it, let's say, Cloudflare or anything like that. This will help us in future to select this particular stuff. Okay, and then just put your username. So what username you have used, so in my case I use this email ID. Okay, so you can just put that. Okay, awesome, nothing complicated. And in the secret, you can just go to your Cloudflare, just click on this account, click on, let's say, just click on this my profile, and you will just going to see this API token, and here you will going to see this global API key. So just select this, put the password. Okay, click on view. Okay, okay, so make sure that you verify your email. That is very much important. Mm, please verify your email address. Okay, so it's verified now. Awesome. So just go to your my profile now. Again, just go to API tokens, click on view, just put your email address, put password, and click on view, and it will just going to show you your unique, key. So make sure you do not share this key with anyone else. Just copy this key. Okay, just copy this like this and close it, and then just paste the secret key here and click on add API key. That's it. Now just click on your integration. Now you can see I have attached one more Cloudflare here, right here. Okay, that's it. So in this way you can just add as much as Cloudflare account, and it's not the Cloudflare. So if you maybe want to create more websites, so you can just add the website and you can add more. Okay, same procedure. So only one Cloudflare require. Okay, just for teaching purpose from scratch I have added this, but in our case we have done all the tasks and we are now good to go. Okay, so in this way we have just connected the Cloudstick, maybe our VPS server, to the Cloudflare as well. So now let's see how the things goes. Okay, so we have just set up all the technical part. Just go to now your server, whatever server where you want to install the maybe API host or maybe website. So just go here. So for example, if I click on the website, now you can just create a website from here. Okay, and after this you just have to select, like you can just go with the node.js, okay, Joomla and so on. We will now go with the WordPress, which is very common. You can also go with the custom web app. Okay, you can just host your custom things like maybe application API and so on, but let's just go with the WordPress. You just have to put your admin address which you used, okay, to create your Cloudstick account. So just go here, paste it. You can just name the web application name. Okay, so what you can do is that, for example, whatever domain name you have, in my case, in this case, this is the domain name. So you can, of course, remove the extension and you can just put that as a application name, okay, your domain name, so you can easily identify that. And here you just have to paste your domain name. Make sure if there will be some https, you remove that. You only want to add the main domain. Okay, so maybe if you just add, maybe let's say this type of a domain name, okay, like this. If you just try to add this type of a domain name, it will show you problem. So just remove this all https and all and make it only to domain. Okay, then Cloudflare. So remember the dummy one we created, okay, for this purpose. So Cloudflare, the dummy one, this one, okay, which we have named it, okay, from the third party we have integrated, right? You just have to select that Cloudflare. System user, you can just name it whatever you want. Let's say your this one, okay, you can just name it like that, okay, or your website name, maybe anything. Okay, so that will going to work as a public path. PHP, you can, let's just select 8, maybe web stack, Apache. I will just going to recommend to go with Apache. Okay, we will not go very in depth about what this is, but you can always go with the Apache. It's more friendly. Okay, then site name, whatever you want, maybe let's say this is the site name, okay, we have. Okay, so you can name it whatever you want, maybe courses, AI or anything you want, that's totally up to you. Okay, then username, you can just set the password you want. For example, let's take the password, let's say this one maybe. Okay, or you can even generate the new password from here. Okay, and that's it. And it's not necessary to create the database. Now we do not require this, so I will just click on add web application. Okay, that's it. Very simple, nothing complicated. And database name and user will automatically be created. Okay, so you guys do not have to worry about anything. Okay, and let's wait for few seconds until unless this get added. You can save it. Okay, that's it. Now if you want, you can just add that, but let's cancel it. Okay, now this is where you guys have come here. Okay, and now what you have to do is to go to your email. You will going to receive one email with this one. Okay, so now what you have to do is very simple. You can see the username and password that has been created. Okay, so that's it. And uh, of course you, it's not necessary to use it. Okay, but that's how the thing goes over here, right? Now you can see at the bottom all the general settings which you guys can go ahead with. Okay, now from here you can just set up the things like general settings. Okay, you can just change the website name, maybe URL, PHP version maybe. So if you think that your website is not working properly, so you can even try to change the PHP level. So you can just change the things from here. Okay, and you can also enable the maintenance mode, debugging. You can enable auto updates, so maybe whenever there will be any updates on your WordPress site, it will automatically going to get updated. And from the users, you can even add one new user from here. Okay, so you can just add a user. You can just put the username, email and password, and you can select the role, and then you can easily add the user here. Okay, and all the plugins which your WordPress website will going to have, you will see all of them over here. So right now in your WordPress website, you have only two plugins here. You can enable and disable it. So basically from this setting also you can just control your WordPress. Okay, to some extent. And you can also enable this cache settings. This option will only be visible when you will going to enable this. Now you can just go here and you can just exclude some URL which you do not want to crawl for SEO purpose. Okay, but keep it things by default, that will be far more greater. So in this way we have basically done some basic settings for the website. Okay, now after you do all these things, we can put SSL. So now what is SSL? So SSL is like here you can see connection is secure. So we also have to make our website secure. Okay, otherwise you can see site without SSL. So this is how it looks like. You can see like it will say you not secure like that. So we do not want. Okay, any visitor will come to your site, if he see not secure, he will leave your website. So just go to manage SSL, click on deploy new SSL, select the app which is this one, the one. Okay, let's go with the free one. Authentication method, that is the DNS. Choose the account, this Cloudflare account. You can just go with this one. Okay, we want okay, okay, let's select this one. This is what it recommends, and just click on the deploy SSL. So you can see within few seconds the SSL certificate will get deployed to your website. Okay, so it will not going to show you something like not secure or anything like that. Okay, so just wait for it to get deploy. Okay, so I guess somehow that's simple, easy, nothing complicated. and you can see you have added the SSL certificate. Awesome. So we have added this. Great, right? Now if you just go ahead and try to visit your website, so just this is your domain name, right? Just copy the domain name, just go to the domain name, okay, click on enter button, and you will see connection is now showing secure. Awesome. Okay, very simple and easy, nothing complicated. So in this way you can just deploy the SSL certificate. So let's see how you can access the WordPress. Okay, so this is your domain. Remember that you have gone here, and my friends, at the end, okay, of your domain, if you want to go to the admin panel, so just put a slash wp dash admin, everything is small, click on enter. It will take you to the backend of your site. Okay, so maybe you can just put whatever you want. So for example, if I just put, let's say, my email address is this one, I guess I will just copy that and paste it the password. Okay, so you can just put the password which you use for the WordPress, okay, while creating it. After that, just put the password, click on the login button. Okay, and for some reason if you face any problem, so you can always just go to the Cloudstick. Remember, under the list, just go and click on the website name, and from here you can just access your username, and even you can reset the password. Okay, so for example, you can just go to users. Okay, you can just add the user new role, or even you can just see the password you have. Okay, so for example, right now what I can see is this one. Okay, this one you can just change the password. Okay, you can just put, maybe I can put anyone. Okay, so let me just change it. Awesome, so password has been changed. So for some reason if you face any problem, so you can even do this way as well. Okay, wait. Okay, so let's just go here and put the password, and then you will going to see that you can basically go to your WordPress dashboard like this. Awesome. Now when you will go to the WordPress dashboard, I want you to do some settings, like you can just make it clean, like you can remove all this stuff. Okay, and some few settings which I always going to show you. Okay, so just go to settings, go to permalinks, which is very much important. Choose it to post name, because this is what we use, so make sure it's very important. Okay, post name, select it. If it's already in the post name, then it's good to go. Otherwise, just make it to post name, click on save changes, then just go to general, and from here you can just do one thing, is that you can add s. Okay, if it's already https, good. If not, just add the s, click on anyone can register. Again, just click on the save changes. Now you have to log in it again. Just put your email, put your password, click on login button, that's it. Okay, and the rest, these are the two settings which you have to do. Okay, anyone can register, so make sure you select this. So when you will create maybe your, let's say, website, for example, uh, if you will just going to create the website, oops, not this way, click on okay. Wait, let me just, sometimes the Chrome really annoys me. Okay, so for example, if someone's tried to register when you will create your website and all, so at that time this option you have to tick mark, otherwise people will not be able to register to your website when you will going to build your website. and choose your time zone. For example, I have this one, just save the changes. Okay, so these are the small settings you have to do. So make sure that you do all the basic settings. Okay, and in future if you are watching our courses, so guys, what we will going to do is that we will always going to use this kukucourses.in domain for teaching purpose. Maybe in future everything will be same. Okay, you can just start, but the domain name you will going to see here will be kukucourses.in, just for a teaching purpose. Okay, but this domain we already just purchased for teaching purpose and to teach you how to connect website and all. But we have taught you each and everything from setting up the server, from domain, and each and everything. Okay, and everything is simple and easy to do. So now let's see how we can set up the email account. So just go to that website first of all. In case we have this website, okay, just go to email accounts, and you can just put, let's say, server dot whatever domain name you have. Okay, so we have this domain name, so I can just put like this. Okay, like this. You can just click on create a host name. Okay, like this, and after you will going to do this, you can see here all these things. Okay, and now you just have to copy this one. Okay, and just go here to the Cloudflare again, and just go to DNS, just go to records, and from here just click on add record, paste your name, okay, which you have got from here, and then just go to websites, sorry, just go to dashboard. Okay, and this is your server IP. Just copy this, paste it here. So whatever server IP you have, just copy and paste it here, and whatever you have set, make the proxy off, which is very much important. Click on the save button. That's it. Okay, okay, so you do not have to do this. Okay, and that's it. Okay, and after you just do this, now again just go here to that website. Wait, just go to website, just go to this one, just go to email accounts. Okay, that's it. It will take you to the host name. Click on deploy SSL. Just wait for a few seconds until unless the SSL gets deployed. Okay, but make sure that it should be the a record. Okay, so when you add the record, so make sure that the record should be a record. Okay, okay, so let's wait. Okay, let me see. We have deployed the SSL. Wait, let me just refresh it. Let's try to deploy it again. Okay, so let's wait for it to get deployed. Okay, so you got the SSL for your hostname. That's it. Okay, after you do this, just go to your website again, just go to this domain, then just click on the email account. Okay, let's wait for the few seconds. So let's just click on enable webmail, and here you can just type like this web mail maybe. Okay, you can just select your Cloudflare account, click on install cloud, install you know roundcube. Just wait for a few seconds. mm, Almost good to go. You can see roundcube is installed, and SSL. Okay, so let's just deploy the SSL. SSL has been failed. Just go to manage SSL, click on deploy new SSL. Just select this one, the webmail you have created now. That's it. Select the DNS, choose the Cloudflare account, then click on deploy SSL. Just wait for a few seconds. Almost done. Let's wait a little bit more. Mm, okay, awesome. You can see SSL has been added here. That's it. Now here you can see SSL has been added here, and just go to email accounts, and you can just open your webmail, and webmail will going to look something like this. Okay, you can of course access to your webmail from here. Okay, and after that, if you want, you can just email authenticate, so that's totally optional with your Cloudflare account. Okay, but in our case this works. Okay, so you do not have to worry about that. And then just click on create an email. So creating an email is also very much important. Okay, so if you open it, this will take you here. Click on email address. Now you might have seen some professional email, they just write help at the rate the email address of the domain. Okay, so at help at the rate, okay, and your domain name. So you can just write whatever, support at the rate your domain name, help at the rate. So in my case I have written help at the rate domain name, and you can just put here the password. You can just put the limited or unlimited, that's totally up to you. Click on that. Awesome, you're good to go. Okay, so this is your email address. Now just copy it, open this, just go here, and you can use the webmail. Okay, and do not worry about this because this is a temporary domain I just purchased. Okay, just for teaching purpose. So Google might thinking that this domain is weird, so that's why it is saying it like a domain. But in your case, when you will going to do this, so at that time you will not going to face any such issue. So this is all about how you can set up your email configuration. Let's just talk about the backup, how you can take your website backup. So just go to your website. Okay, and then you can see the option to enable backup. So after you do this, you can just select your server on which account. Okay, and then you can just set the backup time and set up till how many days you want the previous backup. Okay, so you can select, let's say 7 maybe or whatever. Okay, then just click on the create button, and then you will see this type of icon which will going to show that backup is enabled. Okay, and along with that you also have to do the backup of the database as well. So here you guys can see that I created this one, okay, for your main domain. So you can also take the backup of that database as well. Okay, so two of your website, one will be for your database. You have to enable the same procedure. Okay, just select the backup and just select the file retention and click on create. So for database and for your website, if you want to enable the backup, you can just do this from here. And that's we have mentioned, if you have any problem you can always contact to support. Okay.